Oh, oh, everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude? All the many things you've done for me. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude? All the many things you've done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are.
Yeah, fair man, you were London. Ya Jiabasubodie Bebree. Ni ya redare ewo ransom. Legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian.
Most effective and pain-free resolution for our clients through the provision of sensitive, effective, and affordable legal advice. We are also Ghanaian law.
Good morning, Miss Remo, baby bia mo bia anopa. Good morning. Adiachia, em feedback. Say adiachia, ene me ma good morning. Say area bodia, ene good afternoon. Na say adiachia so a and change technologies ne kakra enti no ye gidi say ebeko yi pa na sa yembia na bibi etuchima kakra mo fa nche yen we are trying to improve ourselves. Nah, oh, sha, we need bedroom. Nah, we stay with us. And you know, young cosway. Yo, me menka enter me producer say menya feedback wa ha na on hwema me. Okay, yes, me gidi sisi ade ayeyi. Okay, ye de nyame ase. Yo, ya beda odwede ampo ase. Anopenso wadom yen ankwa wadom yen nhyira wadom adom na yetumi aba mosudie ni GN radio edwumedi a efiade bia ye de bremo a yato ni den say legal hour no hwanum na ye ne omudi sa adwumedi ye omonye hoho kra yenim lawyers akentin kan lawyer pay mu lawyer more than lawyers adese ade wasem kodai o wareshim say ubedi nkunim hwanum ni sa lawyer eye BWF solicitors for na me di omo adanse e de kirew enne nyame adom ye nyom wa ha ensu biom a ye ne omo ba betwetwe enkomo enti mesre mo a mo hwe on Facebook mo a mo hwe on YouTube mesre mo na mo ntwetwe mbre fidie no na mo nhye na enko echichichichichichi Facebook ebusuafo nyina the class ne nyina yen class prefect mo penimu nana agiman ene omo keka ho anti Vicky mo adom chese covenant grace mo mesre mo na mo mra so na mo ntwetwe na ade no enko echichichichichi ene ebedi nkomo emu ohwam enkomoi obi beka say ekoma there are some special people bia because omo ye special because o hweba ana opeba ana obi bakra wo de wonsa to ne so say mehwe no eya na enda form because eya na emra bebre na ewo ho na semra ne basa na den na wo beye na ade a wo pese wo ye no atomu e de amount enti ene ye behwe nyoma nkitinkiti bi efa sa nyoma no medical act but before no mainstream mu na ye da so epiapia nyoma mu se ne ebe ya ebeto kwan mu Enaye fiade bi 2nd of July into Mobia happy new month and ma Mobia happy new month and Mobia happy new month Misremo mekasa airtrain transo nyina no na me hwe se ne be ya afidie ne nyina betodi MCC are you okay? Bibia okay. Say ye de nyame ase. Yo, Uncle Ben say utie mi ana uhumi ana otemenka me ma good morning. Me hwe se mete wonka ewa ha na good morning. Pacho say otemenka ma mente wonka na me hu se otemenka. Good morning Uncle Ben. Good morning Uncle Ben.
Yeah, fema ye wo London. Ya jia basobodie bebre ne ya redare ewo mranse mu eye legal services family law matrimonial law immigration dispute resolution Ghanaian custom any family law wo BWF ye solicitors any chichaji na ye bo nso yen partner penimpa Bennard aye lawyer ewo loke memu lebu mfie du 29 years BWF solicitors krawo inti se ba ni sense bi ti se child care ya bo fresh our jaya ho twuma menchi any ana injunction ye to domestic violence so ye ma legal assistance ya ne ye di maso Yen childcare, any family team meaning yawu famu, when ye yawu brain. And nuntin ye tree and was a mawa futua, a sefata, a wokuko. Ye be an office free drada.
Uncle Ben, Pacho Obitimenka, Mema, good morning. And if you didn't yes, Montino, ama yemre no kakra, but me did say ye na ye precon. And young Connie say kakra. Pacho, good morning.
BWF Solicitors is a leading and an award-winning
Morning,
solicitor
Uncle Ben.
based in London. Our expertise in family and matrimonial law, separation, children matters, family
the other way. If for more
we focus on all aspects of immigration law. Our areas of expertise extends to visas for individuals and businesses. These include spouses, students, visitors, EU applications, investors, and more. We also undertake judicial reviews of negative decisions. We hold law society in immigration law. Our family law solicitors are dedicated to finding the most effective and pain-free resolution for our clients through the provision of sensitive, effective, and affordable legal advice. We are also Ghanaian law specialists and advise many local authorities and other solicitors on aspects of Ghanaian law. We have also advised businesses looking to relocate to Ghana. Our senior partner is duly qualified as barrister in Ghana and solicitors in the Superior Court of England. Client satisfaction is our number one priority. This shows the number of positive you have received from our clients. BWF Solicitors, your preferred communities.
Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude? All the many things you've done for me. But I'm not enough to
wow.
Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude? All the many things Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you're my everything. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my God. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. And Lord, you're my everything. I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my God. I call you Rapha. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are my everything. Oh, you're my thing now. 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 Oh, yeah. Why am I thinking now? Why am I thinking now? Why am I thinking now? I call you Java, I call you Java.
Yo, na me cheche asye ansana yebehu se bibia ato din na afe yebeti yem papa Uncle Ben nka no. Na me cheche bibi kakra wa ha. Eye surrogacy, adoption, and fostering. Me de kan was surrogacy no. Say sebi we oba na obema wontumi emfa yifunu. Eya na etaba ne say awofo ana couples yi etumi yi omo ho amba na yɛde akɔhyɛ obi mu a ɔno bɛkare saa yɛfunu no ɛde ama ɔmo enti no ɛyɛ wo ba mom nanso obi na ɛbɛkita nyensɛn no ɛde ama wo obi bɛkita nyensɛn no ɛde ama wo sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛtumi ɛde ayɛ adwuma anaa wawo ɔmo awo ɛde ama wo enti no saa na ebi esisisi a no. Minim say Uncle Ben Patriot Minka.
Beton kapa.
Aha. Okay, me back 1 second. Say okay.
Manye ti metonka.
Pacho yo me ba emergency bi kakra ni say yeah me hwe no ha. Okay, yo, good morning. Uncle Ben Otemenka dia MCSia bibia atodate for say ayeti yam papa nkante me ma ne kwan na onchiechia ye na afedie ne wo ho na yemfa dwumedie na nto aso. Uncle Ben, good morning bimo.
Manye ti meche obi a anopai de nyame ases wamaye enkwa biom ama yetimi abeka mo ho a yesom mo sese na de bia yesom mo no na anopai se mo de beche bibia e bia na ye try say be improve no nti niema kakra sesa na technology de ne ho ahometi kakra ti you try so be improve no normal challenges but ye be samantano ti mo maye ebre na me sure say next week there abeye kroje yada etie for ne one hour share on Facebook FCC na social media and the trend I wo enti eda mo nyina ase se mo betimi ache from madam fofo and I chire kra na mode ama madam fofo fine na nsema ebeka no say topics be brave wo but an elite topic you know surrogacy and adoption. And Timanyati, Michiao, Echia, Abegjo, Najian for you.
Dase. Yo, it's here for say na Uncle Ben near Ashasi. Ain't no emre no kodada into senior Ben say senior me explain me they can explain surrogacy nanka aka adoption no and fostering no them say emre na eko no just a tiny bit yeah him say adoption and nature say obiba ana akwala bi wo baby a wo pese wo ko adopt no nature say wo fa no say ye wo ba na wash no ne nyina emra ewo ho anase fostering so de enye obaakofo utumi ebie baby kakra na obetumi akasa obehwe nkrofo emma enti no obeji akwala baako ana mienu ana miense bi eno nso ne nyina emra eda ho a eka ho a ose udi saa mra ne so na utumi di saa edwumadie no na o follow pepepe na o follow the procedure na se ne etie na obetumi hu se be successful e de ama enti ene enomu na ba bedi ho nkita ho se wo ha opese okofa akwala bi efri Ghana edeba ana se wehu se ya wo akwala bi wa ha se bibi esi na opese wo adopt sa akwala na se from Ghana ne nyina ekwan da ho nti eno na ba bedi ho dwuma no nti ye be koso enam emre ne nti no I'm going to ask Uncle Ben once again like we always do. He's going to explain it in the English first for the benefit of our other neighboring countries. territories. No Monte Brofono. Then after that, we divert it into our local language. So, Uncle Ben, please, because of time, I will leave it to you. Just give us the education today, and just after that, we will get back into our Twi language. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you once again, MANYE T. And good morning, fellow community members. So what we do is that every week we pick a topic. It could be anything in law. It could also be a social issue. So this week's topic, it's basically looking at people who, for biological reasons, are unable to have their own children and therefore are looking to either foster or adopt, or maybe even use their own genetics to have their own children. So I'll briefly look at what fostering is. So fostering itself is an arrangement between two parties where a child is placed with a foster parent, and the foster parent, depending on what the arrangements are, either under the Children Act in relation to care proceedings, which is a public law, or under private arrangements, which sometimes may be informal or may be formal because written agreements are done to provide care for this child. The foster parent usually do not have parental responsibility unless she has or he has specifically been given that by the courts, or there has been an arrangement in place where we've got a parental responsibility agreement, which is filed and sealed in court. So again, that's something for you to think about. You can do that through the local authorities, or you can do that on a private basis. The second part, which is adoption. Adoption itself, it's a very complex area of law. Because there are various requirements within the Children and Adoption Act, which expects that certain processes and procedures are followed. So the first thing that you must bear in mind is if the adoption is in the UK, then you need to be assessed by an adoption agency. It used to be the local authority. They don't offer those services anymore. So that's done by a private adoption agency who are trained in this area, and they will assess your background, your medical evidence, your income, and also your criminal background, your work status, your living condition, and also they will look at your medicals and see whether it is appropriate for the child to be placed with you. In the UK, you may have a trial period, and then where that works, then you can finally go to court and obtain the adoption order. Invariably, most of you will be looking outside the UK, for example, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone. But what you need to bear in mind is that if it's an international adoption, then the inter-country adoption processes and procedures and guidance comes into place, which is that the country must either be on the designated list, under the designated list of 2014, previously it was the 1973 and the 1993, and now we have the 2014 designated list. Or it must be a Hague country. So a Hague country will be a country that is a signatory to the Hague Convention for the Protection of Children, including adoption. If the country is a signatory, then clearly its adoption is recognized under UK law. If the country is not a signatory, then it must be on the designated list of 2014. However, there are instances where the country may not be on the designated list and may not be a Hague signatory, and therefore its adoption will be what we call a de facto adoption. So a de facto, as you know, is a fact. So it's a fact that exists, and paragraph 309A of the immigration rules recognizes that. But if it's a Hague country like Ghana, then again, you need to go through the assessment processes, which is usually done unless you're physically present in Ghana when it was being done and have lived in Ghana for at least 6 months. Then that will be done in Ghana. There's about biography forms to complete. You need to also buy a form from the department. You will be seen by social welfare officers, and your lawyer will then file an application in court. The judges sometimes will speak to the child and make sure that there is what we call parental consent. Just bear in mind that if the child is within the family, then the requirements are a bit liberal. But if the person is not within the family, then again, the requirements are a bit stringent. Again, your background should be known. The home study report must be done. It can be very expensive. The final one is the surrogacy rules. Now, we don't have a simplified, agreed definition of surrogacy under international law. So what may be surrogacy in the UK may not be in Ghana. First of all, just remember that the Ghanaian law does not have surrogacy rules. So even if you go through surrogacy, surrogacy is a biological process where another woman who may have biological connection with a child or may not have biological connection with a baby gives birth, carries and gives birth to a child, which is the embryology and fertilization Fertilization Act, and the Surrogacy Act is what we look at. But just again, remember that in Ghana, we don't have surrogacy rules. So what the UK law clearly says is that if the commissioning couple, so I say commissioning couple, this will be the couple who have come together. So maybe a husband and a wife or a partner. Unfortunately, the woman is not able to have a child, or maybe that the man is not able to produce sperms to fertilize the woman's egg. So the woman's egg is then fertilized by another man and then inseminated into someone. There are also rules around game. It's called game as the gamete law. It's also another complex area. If the woman who is a surrogate mother and a carrier is carrying the baby and she's married under British law, under the British Nationality Act of 81, Section 50A, will apply, which means that the child will be the child of the woman and then her husband. If the woman who is a carrier hasn't got a husband, then whoever fertilized the egg will be the father of the child. Just remember that the mother who produced the egg is never the mother of the child, unless, of course, they've gone through the processes. The surrogacy agreement can be an agreement between 2 parties or 3 parties, where clearly the fee that is paid to ensure that the pregnancy is carried to its full term. Is not a remuneration, it is a compensation. So compensation is basically that you won't incur costs because you're 2, you're not 1. You've got a child, your medical needs, you may have to buy extra clothing, you may even stop working, so that has to be compensated. But in Ghana, they do it. They do the artificial insemination. It's done successfully. I think Ghana is one of the countries in Africa where artificial insemination of fertilization is very, very successful. Usually you may even have multiple births, and I think some people prefer that. But in Ghana, if that's what you're doing, you will need to get a court order to then give the children back to you. But the commissioning couple, if the man is a person who produced a sperm, then the Ghanaian law will recognize the man as a father of the child. And if the woman is not married, the UK law will also recognize the man as a father of the child. These are very complex area of law. I'm not asking anyone to go and do trial and error. This is not somebody who's trying to fix a light bulb or who is pouring oil in a car or filling the car with a petrol. These are very, very complex area of law, and only few people specialize in that area, even in Ghana. And in the UK, it's a specialist area of law. And I'll always advise you that if you're going to someone to advise you about surrogacy, adoption, fostering, and also immigration, find somebody who has accreditation by the Law Society or the SRA in family law and also in immigration, because it is a very, very complex area of law. But as I've said, it brings joy and happiness to couples who otherwise would not had a child of their own. We've helped many couples to do that. The kids have come here successfully, some with British passports, some with indefinite leave under 310 or even under 297, and some even exceptionally under the immigration rules. But it can be done. And I also urge everyone that, if you're looking to have a child of your own and you can produce egg or the man can produce sperms, remember that surrogacy is a path that you can choose. And on this path, I say good luck to you in your journey to have a child of your own.
Uncle Ben. Now we'll explain it a bit in our local dialect, since some of us, in fact, our English is just up to class 1, Uncle Ben. Please. So near Uncle Ben, no obeboni tofa kakra ewo ya ye kromu kasa no. Sometimes me comments maybe it's just for laughing, and yes me ka etia obi misremu enye ne sa. Entinom Uncle Ben, senya wacheche mo menya questions kakra maybe sana mo maybe sa o say to me senya o kan bro for the day I know and to mentor bro for no so no obetumi ama ye kromo kasa no ka tofa kakra bi senya be sheda atia say because minim dodo na omuti a omunya nka ombe na ya na bro for no terms ni bi wo ho a yentumi and translate and kotwi ni mti anka be misre wadaroma.
Yo, Manyeti, I'm say, first of all, I did a kind of say, Sebio, you will be more aware for na biology inti, and I will nemu near maybe into yenti, na a warnum ma. A warnum ma, ebi one if you bearmano, ebi one if you barno. Na nyamen chadie, nyamia, ono, trimupo, I want it trimobia nim, nyansa kesia, sono. Ade achaye se mom be mane oba na o maware no se mom hia na eba no ntimi mba no mo apa mo ba eyo mo awomoja nyamia aye kwan wo ho a ode ahye doctor stream Ghana doctors dimu akotene pa omo yade wo betimi se oba no na ne nkosua no eye adwuma Ghana doctors ni timi yikosua no ama omo se be mane na ne hunsuo no munyedu a na ombetimi di obi foforo hunsuo aye kusua no wenye oba ne bema ekoda nti uyire no ne obia enkoda yeyi kusua na afri ni mu na ye de ato test tube mu na omo woni ma bi omo ye obehunse ye de panel bi ene niema ne ye de eguso na se na nyame ball ewiase no ball se na ye akola no na akola na bedane nipa na saade no akola no omo fertilizer no na chese kusua na adimu ebetimi adane nipa na ye de ahye oba foforo eyem ti ye de hye ne yem a na chese oba no de oba na ono ye de akohye ne yem no one akola no one no eni biology bia ana moni omomoja enye baako ti ono mo de no oma mohwe ade oma ne se ode ne funu ato ho amamo ana ode hwe ba enti once akola no ewo oba ne yem no sa oba no wo a na oba no ewo kun a UK law de oba ne kun ene oba no a ohwe ofa anyinsen no ono na akola no ye ne dia sa na UK law eka na emom se oba na ofa afuru no ye de kosua no hye ni mu no se oni kun a na kire se be ma na ye yusu ni hunsuo ade eye ebia na yiri kosua ye de hye oba afoforo mu no sa be ma no ana ye ne baba oba na ye yi ni kosua na sabi ono no ebia obetimi a produce kosua no ba no amu no ntimi mfa nyinsan no nko full time ti obia obehun se wapon okobosome bosome no a na wapon bosome mienu bosome miensa na wapon ana sa oba na mu kra no owo age bi a sebe ebia yare bi owo diabetes ne high blood pressure na niema bi no emma kwan se obetimi afa yafu anyinsen ti doctors ne yikosua na omo de hye de mechira na se eye kwan ewo ho a obetimi afa so a wo a ode benya oba eye wo moja kwan wo ho sa na mmom sɛ saa de ne bi na wopɛ sɛ woyɛ a deɛ meka sɔɔso ne sɛ yɛwɔ lawyers wɔ ha a yɛ adwuma a yɛyɛ no lawyer biara ne n'adwuma a ɔyɛ na mmom wohɛ yɛ adwuma no nso a lawyer biara ne abasodeɛ a abɔsodeɛ a yɛde ama no nti wobɛhu sɛ yɛabɔ n'aba so yɛsɛ lawyer wei ɔyɛ expert ɛwɔ family law ɔyɛ expert ɛwɔ immigration law sɛ wokɔ for surrogacy adoption na wopɛ sɛ wode akɔlaa no ba a mesrɛw pɛ lawyer a yɛwɔ accreditation wobɛhu sɛ yɛatwerɛ family law accreditation anaa immigration law accreditation anaa children law accreditation anaa family law advanced accreditation ne nyinaa yɛ accreditation ɛwɔ family law anaa immigration law a ɛno no nipa na ɔyɛ because ɛyɛ very very complex sɛ saa ade no wanyɛ careful a na woba akɔdi obi hɔ a wontimi ngye no nhyehyɛ ne sɛ kurom ha no nipa na ɔfa ɔhwɛ wo ba no wɔ ne yam ama wo no wotimi ma ne sika na mmom sika na wɔde ma no no ɛnyɛ sika a wotua ne ka sɛ ade ɔyɛ nti na wotua ne ka na mmom wode ma no sɛ ebi a yareɛ bi ne ti bi bɛyɛ ne ya ɔbɛdidi sɛsi a n'aduane di no ebi a na bɛyɛ double na ɔbɛhyɛ atareɛ kɛseɛ because ɔnyem anaasɛ adwuma koraa ntimi nkɔ ne nan ataataa to ntimi nkɔ adwuma ntimi nkɔ dwom ntimi nkɔ shop saa nneɛma a ɔbɛlusu no ɛho sika no ana wɔde ma no obi nso wɔ hɔ a otimi fɔ no a na busuani na kyerɛ sɛ akɔlaa no afiri abusuani mu ba ɔbaa no a ɛba no abɛtɔ ne yam no deɛ ɔno no ɛnyɛ ne ba na mmom sɛ mopɛ sɛ moyusu wo nua kosua ɛna wokun ho nsua a ɛno nso kwan wɔ hɔ a wotimi yɛ because ɔpɛ sɛ akɔlaa no ɛba abusuani mu UK aban no sɛ ɔbaa no ɔyɛɛ no ɔne kun a na kyerɛ sɛ papa no a yɛde ne ho nsuo yɛɛ no ɔno ana yɛ papa nti sɛ ɔyɛ British a akɔlaa no yɛ British ɔbɛtumi de ne ba n'aba sɛ ɔwɔ kun anaasɛ papa no a ɔyɛɛ no ɔnyɛ British na ebi obi foforɔ a nsuo ne yɛde yɛɛ a na nea wɔ sɛ ɔyɛ application under 297 na wɔde no ba anaasɛ ebi koraa no ɛwɔ sɛ ɔyɛ adoption na wɔde akɔlaa no ba anaasɛ ebi koraa no ɛwɔ sɛ ɔyɛ application under human rights na wɔde akɔlaa no ba Ghana deɛ surrogacy law no nyɛ ndume bɔ mpaeɛ sɛ aban ebetumi ahwɛ because ɛyɛ ade a ɛboa ebi a bɛrima no etumi yɛ ba ɔbaa no ntumi nyɛ anaa ɔbaa no etumi yɛ ba ɔtukosua ba bɛrima no ntumi ne nyinaa no nhyehyɛ wɔ hɔ a ɔmbɛyɛ ebi wɔ a na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ adoption no nso sɛ na mekaeɛ no kwan wɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi ayɛ UK mmara no Ghana edi so nti Ghana sesia no mmara bi yɛfrɛ no Hague Convention no yɛasensan nti wode akɔla afiri Ghana aba a na under the Hague Convention a ɛyɛ very easy ɛno ano sɛ wode akɔla no ba because Ghana asensan na kuro bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmo nsan ba ebi ɔmo wɔ designated list of 2014 first na Ghana yɛwɔ 73 deɛ no so ɛfiri so 2013 but nyame nkyɛn deɛ 2017 January no na ɔyɛ mu pushi ama itimi nyaa asisi a yɛwɔ Hague Convention no so deɛ ɛtɔ so biom ɛyɛ fostering no yɛ sɛ ebi a wɔamu no ni ba bi a wadamfo bi na wo nua bi yɛwɔ ba a ɔno pɛ sɛ ɔde no ma na wo foster na wobɛtumi ayɛ privately sɛ bi nso wɔ hɔ a na ban council na akɔlaa bi a sɛ bi ne maame anaa ne papa bi a yare bi enti na ɔmo ntumi nhwɛ ɔmo ba ɛno nso wɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi ayɛ ɛno mpo deɛ ɔmo tua wo ka ɛka ho ba wɔatumi yɛ wɔ private fostering ama wotumi nya parental responsibility agreement ɔmo file na ɔmo asɛle wɔ court na wetumi ahwɛ akɔlaa no te nneɛma mmiɛnsa wei mo a mohia ba wopɛ sɛ ɔkɔfa ɔbaba a wobɛtumi ayɛ wopɛ sɛ wo a ɔde kosua anaa wo ho nsuo yi a kwan wɔ hɔ wobɛtumi ayɛ ɛwɔ sɛ wogye parental order ɛwɔ Ghana sɛ na watumi de akɔlaa no aba ebiom sɛ wopɛ sɛ ɔyɛ fostering a ne nyinaa kwan hɔ nti ɛnɛ yɛyɛ ma awarefoɔ a sɛ bi ɔmo ntumi ɛnwo ebi abaako anaa mmienu no nyinaa na biribi wɔ ɔmo ho ɔmo ntumi nwo ɛkwan wɔ hɔ a wobɛtumi ayɛ na even mpo woyɛ no wɔ Ghana anaa kuro foforɔ so a wobɛtumi de akɔlaa no aba.
Okay dear. My question bebree na mitiri mu na yɛmfa ne sɛ you made mention baby say akra nipa kra ɔbɛ fa yefunu no na kyerɛ sɛ wo a wo de wo egg ne kɔɛ no wo na akra ne nyɛ wo dia ne wa fa yefunu no ne kunu na akra ne bɛyɛ ɔmo dia but se kratasem kobe mu ansa na obetumi akwa adopt akwa mpacho oho no se mitini ye a me mfa ne se me manyeti mentumi enconceive enti no ye yi me ho nkosua ana me ne me kunu because me nienti a me kasa no ye se ye kofa ne se mbia meme kunu no na ontumi ni egg ne nye den nti meme die na yeyi na ye de akwa obi mu ewo Ghana ama wanye nsen no de ama me na wawo no emremo no eye UK emremo no akra no onye me dia oye ono ofa yefunu no ono ni kunu na eye omo dia mpacho sa na ete.
Okay, well, first of all, no, so oba no ewo kusia otimi enyema ene ehu hia so meba kofa oba bia na wafa yefu na ma omo eno anse ni kun no ebepe obi na sabio ye use ni nsuo na ye dia fertilizer na yire no kusia ewo outside na kusia no bidu time etimi de hye ni mu a na ye de ahye ni mu tie no de wo hia obi a meka where oba no wo kusia ba ontimi enyim anasa onyima no wapon under UK law no oba bia akola be free ni mu aba na akola na ye ne dia it doesn't matter so ni akola ni biological and genetic connection ye law no the human fertilization and embryology law no sanity however se bema na ye de ni hunsuo ye no so oba no eni kun oba na ofa eyefu no oni kun a eye bema no ba but under your law no so oba no wo kun a ekun no ba enti e wo se wo ye careful se wo pese wo ye a na wo mpese confusion bia ba wo betimi apa oba oni kun because sabio aya nti ase ni bi no aya yansam kanu bi no be hu se entwa papa ideal so be pa obi a sebe onikun na woni na ye se sanity a onikun na woni na ye dia ene ye bema no ba bema na edi ni nsuo ye no it may be se bema na edi ni nsuo ye nye ukun
okay
just bear in mind say between wo any wukun no se wo no wontimi mfa ye fun na mo ko use me pese be use the word renting a womb
somebody's
no me pese be use no because sabio anya dia a very serious idea sabio timidia wa reject kra eba because obi wa no ntiase the fact say obi kra bi abeto mu kra no feel say why adulterated into why na wa walk away but the bottom line is eboa enipa baby thousands of couples ama omo enya omoba but the American say who hear advice and how person we be bisa lawyer Aban Law Society and our Solicitors Regulation Authority at the krata mano I'll be who say yatro accredited member of the Family Law Accreditation Panel and our Immigration Law Accreditation Panel. So who said na a logo be will be who kwaku minim say obetimi de akira but sa logo no who sa logo na edin a yatro wase no na kire say ekwan e wo ho se sa nipa no obetimi de sa asem we akohye ne nsa enye obia keke nye lawyer bia na etimi ye eno ne advice am di e twato
maybe a telephone lines no because media e kamen kwa sema me wo me bisa anke be ane mene ne nkwa na be ye program no ba o se medwene mo ho nso nti maybe a telephone line atum mesrɛ mo se topic a ye treaty ene no for hu se wo nsɛm a ehia osisi a no eye no a se nye no kra like we always do no utumi bisa asembia efa yen emra ne ho a Uncle Ben ewa ha obeyi wa no however nso se wo de nsɛm nso eba efa because seni Uncle Ben a kyerɛkyerɛ na kyerɛ sɛ ekwan wo ho a obetumi akɔ adopt obi efri Ghana de aba a kyerɛ sɛ wo follow emra na enye bibia eye hu bebre sa enti no se ho nso na wo interest aba seni ya ye nuanom ne bi omo mma ne ade no ma wo bebre na mma ne bi eye yese no nyame adom embia bia wo edwuma papa kakra wa ha wo na yetintim fom kakra kyerese obi bia hyehyɛ so kama wo ho kwan sɛ wotumi ɛkɔ adopti na saa nhyehyɛ no ene obetumi abebisa ho nsɛm sɛ kwan a obefa so a obɛyɛ na nke ben wa ha obɛkyerɛ wo saa kwan a obefa so ene de wa kyerɛkyerɛ mu kɛkɛ sɛnea ɛteɛ na ɔnhyɛ da ɛnkyerɛ emra no sɛ ɔsɛ wonya wei ɔsɛ wofa ha ɔsɛ woyɛ ni sei ɛno nso ɛwɔ hɔ nti sɛ wowɔ nsɛm bi a ɛfa ho saa na kwan da hɔ obetumi abebisa anke ben bɛkyerɛ wo na sɛ ɛbɛkyerɛ so kra na ene mema mo telephone line no ɛde ama wo sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a sɛ atɔ wakoma so sɛ ɔsɛ wotumi kɔfa akwala bi ɛba na wo so bɛma ne better life here na wopɛ sɛ woyɛ a emra ekwan ɛda hɔ misrɛ fa saa telephone number yi yɛwie adwumadie na wotumi frɛ office hɔ na we book appointment na aka sɛ o me won kwala bi se me wa kwala bi se me pɛ sɛ me kɔfa ne ba kwan bɛn na mefa so a me kɔ akɔfa no ana me kɔ akɔ adopt no enti no telephone line yɛ 0208 493 7340 mesan isi subium 0208 493 7340 saa na me BWF Solicitors for omo main switchboard line and landline no ofra yebetumi ubuku appointment nsem bia ubisa yebeyi yebema omoaye ewo ho no na telephone lines a na yedidi dwuma no mesremo 0208 735 8820 and 2 mobile phones are yebetumi nso edi dwuma no obetumi afrɛ so 02077 879 39958 no ye dwuma afen so media no nso ye dwuma ye 075 966 20154 ni miense nyina obetumi afrɛ se ne be na Skype no sometimes obi frɛ na me fa ye tini pa ko ne nka bo no onte ye nka nti ya na waste time nti na ne memfa enka ho se ne be ya ye bekɔ ye nim ntemtem nti obetumi afrɛ ba menyo odofo bi wa homa ne so menim sɛ oda so gyina so a anase atekɔ a hello good morning Pacho GN radio legal awani o frɛ him ayente onka hello yo say the phone no article enti no kwan da ho obetumi afrɛ Uncle Ben sisi ana maybe telephone lines na atumo no yenhwɛ sɛ me mafa bibi mu sei na sɛ me de me ho egg e de akoye bibi sa e wo fie na afei akola no ya wo no enti sisi ano kwan bɛn ɛna mefa so a metumi akɔfa saa akwala na ba sɛ me ba ana sɛ me adopt no Uncle Ben Pacho obetumi apapa mu wɔ hɔ kakra de amaya
okay Ghana law no ade a it is obi anyem na opesa ofa ba na it is obey adoption and obey parental order. And so under surrogacy rules in America and in Ghana, but UK surrogacy no. So person did pan by UK and I also the immigration laws now say. Immigration laws no are 1981. Nationality Act no. And other immigration rules no so a friend HC 395 no. I know and a matumi say will be to me aye na what the akola abano. So we use the nationality law just kai say obana ofa ye fuma ono. So wukunwa obana ntimi enya British nationality. But so niku na wo be ma ya o nsuo ne de ye no o ye British akola no betimi enya British passport na odiaba under section 1.5 of the British Nationality Act. Sorry, under section 2.5 of the British Nationality Act, you know, obetimi because or outside the UK. And outside UK, you know, so when you're British citizen by descent, or so you're British citizen otherwise by descent, obani a British citizen automatically. So who indefinite leave, still obetimi aye, tinya British phone kwa. So one definitely leave out Obana Beba under paragraph 297 no aneboa ama nkolaba se wo limited leave na ne wo de be banda FM route no and also possible just kai say I was time away application one on way settled our UK and now say we are habitually resident our UK I will be timid naba so we adoption na just kai say under 310 no I was say baby I would akolani free bano a Hague country and I say on my designated list and I say de facto adoption is nipa na ode akola no ba no one akola na tena ni kromo wo krona ode akola ni free so for at least 18 months obi a one akola tena ukromo ho no e bia wafa na under chrono adoption law but UKN recognizes our adoption law no but one akola no tena for 18 months was our krona under paragraph 309A of the immigration rules no yebeji atum say a de facto adoption and also process no mesremo sasana woya would adopt no anaya wo akola na mesremo fa wade bra uja to ho a na ase wo de parental responsibility na che obi foforo enti e ma na ye be more complex na ne boy ye den na a delay ne sa na ma no advice amede mo bia ne say ansa na wo be kono your decision prepare what prepare no ye sure say e si ya no akola no ho ha no kakra obetimi atukwan a wo de wa de eba sabe akola ba busuamu a eye nigi keke e ma obia enigi ti ye sure say process a wo de akola no ba no woni lawyer akasa e wo kromu ha Ghana law no ye totally different woni lawyer akasa wo kromu ha a lawyer na ma advice wahwe agreement a woni nipa na ye se na be ya wonto UK mra because UK for no se wato mra na niema na waye ni nyina na nya de ombeji atum anya no nko a itimi affect akola na education kra wa ha ana se ba se wo parental responsibility a itimi affect se na wo be decisions both medical and educational afa akola no ho no and in America say very important so woni lawyer be kasa and se na waye surrogacy and as adoption.
But you are landline is
okay. So maybe an hour for number 27.
277 wona make us.
Okay. Me pacho I'm sama me busana de enye de anope di won komo. Me pacho my application for fee waiver. Na my me time so aso a esese me call renew me visa no. E ma me 2.5 years ni. Na me pese me bisa anke ben se my e dey na mo bi na meeting because my
okay uncle Ben Pachote nenka.
Yes, Ohima, I mean, first of all, say why a fee waiver now we no answer na wasitana na ewu we need problem. Say na we need asitana na we and so we need problem. Under section 39E of the immigration rules, no, I think 34, 39. We will fee waiver and ewu will leave no almost extended automatically. Ain't affected. But so when you asetna there, when you aset. But so can obey me. So more email, obey me email or more. Obey me a fra or more. Obey me a tro or more. And the BI cano or more complaints procedure. Obey me a tro. But fee waiver and a be wa a check. A be wa and check.
Okay. Mama Pacho so when you mwaye. One number ended with 225. One number ended 225. What's a man car when I do? So your friend send out as a friend.
Hello, Pacho. Good morning.
Good morning. Pacho, pay your voice, Kakrama me. Why?
Okay. Pacho, say me, ama. Pacho, I'm person we busa say program na Uncle Ben, you me face that program no. For me medical way no ma back, but for medical reason no make new but doctor naturally say you reach the main thing. Yes, I make us a give bet and na medication na me taking a strong say a crown a bed
be enipa in mame wo bien but ma worry ni kunu e ogana onim saa nema we no eno ono so pese o me oba and she said me divorce but me a young girl past 20 something to me pese me hu say no me say worry and I'm need to make us worry in this case no me minister the adoption because I think it's on the board and I me anus me baba ko at least in coming out 2 1 crack and me ban one come pay. It's also me adoption and also me surrogate no. Na minister no government be support here na.
Yo, Uncle Ben, Pacho. Some first of all, I sympathize with you. Medical issues are okum. Nyami hum mobona enye yema. Why? Na Uncle Ben be you are no. Okay.
Well, I mean, Manye T, sa yenuanum I'll go through some problems when another topic we buy. You name what is going on, and I pesa ya kama obiate. Sebe Ghana sa nima we yenshadante ase yi. Bi no kasa ni kunu enim no. Oyema the mechanism first of all no. Obetimi ne ukun aye counseling first. Na mo decide ade a mo pesa mo ye. So wo kusua no nso ewo nsuo a ene nanka nyame achemode ti Ghana hospital no mbetimi ayi wo kusua na wo se wo kotena ho kakra yi wo kusua na wukun nsuo no na omama na agina na wo enua bi a ana sabio obi a wodona sabio pese obi fa oba ehye ne yam a ompese obefa obi a sabe boye niema basabasa ebi onum wi ana sa nsaya no de na kohwi brabi opese oba no sabe sana anka wo be no sa na ope tupo bi oben ana sa nipa no kra betimi abetena wo nchen na mwatimi ahwe no yi a na anka aye kama na maye but aye possible ya bida ya ma maybe saa time na akakra na wadi 60 anya ne kosua ba ne kun ensuo ana ninuaba ekosua ana omode ye ana yede akola na ba se akola nkram se wadi 15 o se 16 anikanika ode anije abre maame na ne ho fefefefefefe ode anika abre maame ne papa no ayade a yeah, nyamina, that's my view. Say nyamina de che, ebia or yari 20 something there. Nka was ultimate was but yeah, ubi sasa ban betimi ahwewa. Yes, so who ba na wo qualify say we benefits. Ubetimi aje benefit amasa akola no. Minim say in social media na certain newspapers no. Almost say uniska na wo. Ada uniska untimi wo say. I was say ultimate wo because sabiu and into na waye adwuma no say wudi bi gu ho aye nyina aye adwuma say yeso nyina de beboa omo a omo hi asa ban be hwe om no ti oyema scanner ye de adoption de aban obi saban na ode akola brel say ono de no ma na wo adopt na de a and the cancer no bitua ho kanyina but say wa ana wo kofo obi adopt na de na obitua wa osika but say wa nso na wo ye wo surrogacy aban enye surrogacy ma obia so abakola nya banko ade a na ebedane wo ba ene wo ho kwan se bibia aban de hwe obia na wo ba bia no ono nse ye de bi hwe no ti ohema meka kire
uncle me say o time me can be some last question but so let me guy that process in the South Africans for sometimes they because ne banya o dia but me ka say me adopt here free Ghana, but maybe dia o Ghana, sanam dia kwana ba possible ana.
Aye possible. I was at least okotena Ghana busumi nsia. Na Ghana law no aye bibia eno ye cheaper. Aha no sa homestead report no kwa betimi cost upwards of 7,000. And then a put of Ghana for be brace so mokoya adoption. But so wo to Ghana, na watena Ghana for at least 6 months there. And your home study report and the Kikanka Hunina, on Ben is what Ghana, then we adopt a colony we are now the number UK.
Okay.
It's no person we are Which me afraid office no Ghana. Offer your office line, you bet me a connect. One your office in Ghana, I didn't come up. About date, yeah, your meeting.
Yeah, me this month. Yeah, never do. Me for book answer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, mommy. Okay, bye. Oh, nipa kwa no jina so kafra me sure say una manate ko hello kola. Menim say landline dey ujina so more than 3 minutes pe na ate akọ. Enti no utumi sign free pacho jina so kakra mame. Yo, Uncle Ben, enti no ye hu say Ghana no nka eyafo kakra no. Na embi kra na uwa ha so ho na wehu akola bi maame unua bebi ana webusuani bebi a opese we adopt no na we start process na nkiti na afede wa akọ Ghana minimo bi sa but okoye no ni 3rd month nie basisi a no em say process no mugu so bo pese oba nti obisa se omoba onoba na yetoa so mana is it possible and say still also owo ho na bibia etodin na afede ohun say ni certificate ni ba no nie ansa na wa start ekrom ha process no ni na aba and say obetumi aba na bibia omo edu no omo atoa so ho no
the here say why the homestead report no so my Ghana and you betimi agyaw eno ntina meka so kwatana 6 months no ko Ghana wontina 6 months amonye homestead report no ho ma so why homestead report na and you betimi aditumi na hye obi nsa nti ye friend attorney to be man power of attorney na nipa na gina ho ama na court nsem nyina but banyati winim me de mempan dwen na mede mayo kola ye fa no aba no enye adeketwa I was so no bondo I sure say bond no I natural into sa short visits no aya ha dwene kakra ti misrel encourage no mum na oni akola no bondo say ne oba for short time eno you okay na oba for short time we are na oko na wetimi akofa akola no because bonding no is very important. Yeah, family law specialist no. So we'll be quite adoption it me refer no counseling cry. I sure. So they are no because sabi you be now when nya baby. Now kunya kola be already 3-4 years. Na kola na be asane tete no. Na otime de near maybe ba be ha adwene wona busuam. Wan hwe ya na be say na warrior no. Enti important say obey counseling, I sure. I say a baby dear, and a problem no. I feel adopt to a busiamo, a mugo, and shada a moon yet to say, Okofa will be a free orphanage. Ghana is still a car orphanage, and I say home for children. Okofa will be a winning mono. And no, I caught no a trim kakra, on person may sure, say, parental consent. I will form you no. Happiness to say adopt a colado and I say you who are for no be abandoned baby. But no orphanage information. I want to be in our social services. I was some information in to meet me aboa.
na ukase free.
Hello, good morning. Me pacho, if I make me pacho, me chow ne Uncle Ben and pay.
You super.
Me pacho, me be a quick question in relation to new update about this week, talking about the case of 値in relation to some brand new carers. Me pacho, me be encouraged to bit me to mama possible to bit me another case no Home Office still needs to appeal because you see a court judge bit me but minye immigration loyalty minye clear. See no one me that say.
Yo. Uncle Ben, me who say a case of Gnc na ye rumor our system no pa ma. Obi a ka ho asem, obi kra ye WhatsApp. Obi kra ye ho WhatsApp oba hu dewro say sa zamrano ade no sisi akwan abeda ho because e wo court a yendi asem ni nwie ye nti sa kwan short period na eda ho no utumi de dandan ne o ma. Uncle Ben mpacho wadaroma obetumi apensen mu kakra e de amaye misrew.
DNT I program is Yabema community who assemble so na omo ade ayomo decisions. First of all, because a case of a case na a case bear. Ain't case no ye mami bia or no asetena wa ha ojina ne baso ade aswitch ya Zambrano say a man indefinite leave. Because Zambrano no sana monimo no enya ya mao visa or passport man na ya mao card and a chesa was Zambrano right. Zambrano right from the case of Sane, Court of Appeal case of Sane 2015. And on a case Zambrano right a chesa or bow ya British. Now or shano or man or care. Na ya kasi free ha ubi afo froni ho behwa akola na chesa was say timi ma Zambrano. Ti mami de court no. Yanyere nim say 2017. Say yanko ane firma ya kan radio so say law na home office there ba no ntwa. No bia encourage you bia say I was apply for 2.5 years ni refuse to answer na wako apply for Zambrano. Ya ka say sa law no ntwa. Ampa case of Patel a court of appeal 2017 no. Court ne ya adwen say the ya ka from beginning no sa na tie say wo ye Zambrano a wunyia sa obeye 2.5. Sa na case of Akisinya kase under paragraph appendix B paragraph EU appendix B no of EU settlement status and old regulation 16 of the 2016 regulation I don't know what be EU withdrawal agreement yade eboy ho ban yade ahye EU pre-settle and settle status, EUSS, and EU family permit, as and then Uncle at the year Jumano. Sir, I don't know more year, no, any more guidance notes of 2019, including guidance notes up to 2021, May, no, unlawful. Unlawful, sir, wouldn't mean kase, sir, obi, right to remain, unto me, and yes, Zambrano. Enti court no aka kire maame ne say obetimi win. In fact, of finding home office cry £25,000. So my waste court no time. Yeah, the case no guso. Because na ye near manam. Bibi aye bia no ya ma ye ni da ho. Enti eheni ye wosisia. First of all, Bianca is a high court decision, and your court of appeal and Supreme Court. The decision on your final. 2, Obianka who say home office aye appeal. And to say home office aye appeal eheni was this year. Court no ye no. Akisenya sanya lawyers no mo smart. Omo say home office there won't me any omo kan sem na wo mfiri ho preko. To here baby aye highlighting in yellow now. Your friend a consent order. I don't know your court no na kan. Aye between home office and omo lawyers and maame no nso lawyers. Ade o maka ne say first of all no say asem no anko yie ama omo wo court of appeal ombesesan law no. Timutie de o maka say asem no anko yie ama omo wo court of appeal ombesesan law no. 1. 2. Say obi ejina case we so the application ba ombeso application nim ni amano certificate of application omo enye decision kopem time a court of appeal ebe wie case no. 3. So we FLR FP FM route na why Zambrano normally no nka second application cancel first application almost say we 2 applications omo behwe 2 ni nyina. But remember say from the date of consent order, no, Zambrano application decision be anywhere a free home office aba until some be we court of appeal. And say obi say koya application na just kan who say ukoya apart from certificate of application na yede be ma wo unya decision until court of appeal aye. The final part no say na ye ka say apart from high court decision na o ma appeal no. Home Office need guidance notes be our so the application. Send no more for FLRFP. Send no more for FM route. Send no more for Zambrano. Ebini ho. Home Office agye atum so mu lose on besa law no. Enti then na wasa we up to you. Obia ntimi nsu kwan sa manya application. But course amenya nyina ade amede ka kire nkrofo no say first of all no law bia ni ho sese e ka say we Zambrano na I was 2.5 now switch cause Zambrano na I was say ma indefinite law bia ni ho sa law a wo ne say we meet Zambrano requirements under rules Zambrano. First I was say okay for British person say oye akola under the case of Sunday and now case of Price, Jamaican case of Price. And I say oye penny ohia will care. Case of 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗚𝗥 and a case of Harrison. Supreme Court no botokene say although say omone British na wo no because say British ni ngina almost so as omoye carers no omo free ha affect no. Enti although say Zambrano utimi ejina akola so ana penny so no under both cases no maka case of Price Jamaican case of Harrison maka case of 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗚𝗥 maka and I say Nigerian case of 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗚𝗥 NA and 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗥 those cases ni nyina e kire say ubetimi aye Zambrano no but consent order ne say we application na yenye decision until say court of appeal na wie enti bi na metoma o sa opese wo ya utimi here but ma obia enka nkyero bi say kwan da ho say wo application na ye de beba me ye confident say Home Office be say lose biom me ye almost 100% confident because trajectory no rules Zambrano ba no omo try say ombe tighten ana court ni bie mu yes case of McCartney ankoyi ama nkrofo but case of Price koyi case of 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗚𝗥 but the case of NA a Pakistani case a koyi for adult dependent relative original British ni so amo British ni and those cases in nature say baby Home Office dey FI no and the case of Patel Court of Appeal not the High Court but the Court of Appeal case of Patel Supreme Court case of Patel eboa ekase wunhia so wo 2.5 and sana why court here abeka won say wo 2.5 na within the law no wahwe British akola for 5 years now obetimi a kire say wahwe no within Zambrano definition na wo apply for indefinite under Zambrano ye de bema but just remember say any idea to on consent order no almost say almost any decision to you quite application but I don't know rush it because for me time limit be anyhow Home Office are promising you say although said deadline on the 30th of June way so almost lose case in the Court of Appeal will be another 6 weeks now what they are here 2.5 hours switch cause Zambrano indefinite now what they are switch it because minim additional requirements are Court of Appeal no at the baba account. Now we have case of Patel, case of Price, case of Harrison, 𝗥𝗔𝗗𝗥, and then McCartney, our cases in Court of Appeal decisions. I will hear Lady Arden in the case of Patel. Say no Kasana, all those Home Office no to me or Monshisha, court no to me bogu. And that's what I'm saying, say. It may be, say, omodi bibi for from a bar, a bema route na ye clearer. But for now, no, ye de ye Zambrano and Mobia, because ye a beba kodaho, ama ye decision. But say, ubi for from a dia, that's really a matter for them. But just remember, say, consent order na media to no, a ye part of case of a case in ano. So our consent order no, ebi a your second page na, mubehu. Oma chro was so say, o ye ba, ye ma CEO enu wi a ye ma decision kopem se Court of Appeal baby timanya ti yem say for us no that is what it is ye confident say e be bie kwan Court of Appeal no decision it may be later part of this year but whatever it is no Home Office ama guarantee say omu lusu a ombe biem no more than hyehyɛ aba tisanete
say you
Yes,
lawyers, no
indeed.
lawyers.
I don't know to fire bomb.
You lawyers are or church away more classroom na metis explanation we are me try me exams straight. So Matthias ye because we are trying to educate the community about these legal issues, but others and so well mean discretion obia, but ebimo echo exaggeration, let me put it that way. Ebimo asem obe exaggerate na fe the reality and I say asempo the main point what issue ni mo na fe na tra na akoye different thing na santi ase ni mom na obi abeka say eno na na confuse nkrofo bebre. But with this explanation, any the evidence on the consent form no yan kasa yatia say na etie ubetumi aye ye ngekere won sa say menye na mmom uye sa application na ye say omo num nsem a omo atro ugu nkrata ne so say omo nye decision bia ewo so enti de ne make ne say yema yempa ebo mom enye den against home office no mo lose case no so home na meye ye obi ebom pa ya now they are to so akise nya case na home office for ye ne omo court no mo lose na chere say kwan e bia ma yen sa mom na yen jai say obi anya application it was 6 weeks say omo lose 6 weeks to do that application. I believe said definitely senior Uncle Ben akasa wo confident no yen fa mpa abontage na enye adwuma na say beautiful lines na tum 0208 7358820 and 077879395958. More question back ewa ha. See, Uncle Ben, we see with regards to the 20 years route, do I need to provide proof of address for every year of the 20 years? In particular, the question here, no pa na we bisa na Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, pachote menka. Uncle Ben, pachote menka oh. Oh, adi aye ne wo ho ana. Hello Uncle Ben. Okay. Maintain nken menhwe na menhwe
Manye TV chunka.
okay. Me kind obi message or the aba or say with regards to the 20-year rule, do I need to provide proof of address for every year of the 20 years? Or no, so the question is, Pacho.
Well, yes, I will say we provide a proof of residence for every year of the 20 years. Because under your law, no, so what your guidance notes now. So we because what 20 years, burden no I want so will be proof what 20 years. 80 estimate and I say advice at the mobile for every year no nyabe 4 items. Every 3 months, 1. But so what document be a the mao yearly it is a P60 and yeah, P60 is 20 that's enough. Okay. Tenancy agreement. Just remember, so we've signed tenancy agreement. Now, if you are for the next 5 years now, on signed tenancy agreement, which means they won't be approved for 5 years. You know, which means they approve for time now was signed. You know. But so rent, the amount of rent receipts. It's even better. Say be a uchiano into bank account. Nina eboa. Ebia or bibia ubetimi di achre. Achre se what na ha. Na mum 1 year adwuma into ni pay slips. But ebia okoto bibi wo Argos and you send no receipt. Sometimes you know utimi di anonso support. NHS so obi wo ho na wo yare every 3 months bia and every month bia to make a cholesterol a draw into your prescription and then you know ultimate at the and our blood pressure maybe every month be our the supply and also ultimate the be official be no ubitimi at the why
document and as proof of this timeline, no? Because NHS prescription yeah okay. Omo yeah no matiti mo egu bi mo. Receipt omo yeah Uncle Ben. Me de minim say nyame adom meka say menya me bibia nye me nsi pimo but obi sam the year me de me nan esi kromu ha ade a me to wo Heathrow airport pra me da so receipt no. Obi meka say aye junk but minim say da actually no. Ebe di adanse bi wo baby e de ama me nti etiefo we de enye mfanye futuo kakra enam say da chi asem ti ayenim some of these small documents ye betumi wo de safi ni nyina kra keep ba mienu anam yense bi enti se onya January dia no we nya March dia no we nya ye ka ne say ebia September dia ana November dia na say year no obenya 4 kra wo mu a ebeboa o me stress udutu baby enye junk enye baller me sremom ebehia dachi bi ebehia ye yenkoso many abeya test ya breme or say hi I am on the 10-year parent route. I am due for renewal in September 2021. I would like to apply for a fee waiver. When is it earliest time I can make my fee waiver application, and what documents do I need to make the application? Question said last week could be similar thing ebaye. Mpacho anopea or the aba Uncle Ben Pacho obe to me.
Well, I mean, first of all, fee waiver no say adia try and say wo apply na skabe bre almoje no aban e de achew ni nyina ana odi bi achew. Nti I was so try say sa fee no wuntimi ensie sika na mfanye. Nti the obey no say what they pay slips no bank statements so we adwuma. Wo de ni nyina be kan. Na ma woni asetena na obi na ehwe wa. I was so try say nipa na ohwe no no aduane na dan keke no ama wotena nya de a ode ni sika ekutua sabio kromo a woche obi £50 kra ya de kese. 20 min kutua 2000 ye chire we mo ye 2 3 4 de a na ne woni nam 10,000 eho. Enti documents a obehia a financial background enti obe fill forms no ebebisa say bank statements or accounts ebebisa say or adwuma wo ye wogi pay obi hwew ade na nipa no nkoso nhwew sa ade ni nyina no etimi boa ama wutimi de ye but the make catch no say so we obi our bank statement sabe wo do sika no aye wave ne tip friends ba kuye friends tap na money transfer na osisa usika ko Ghana I was say we sure say wo explanation it as say wo baby a wo hwe no ana wo ma me na wo hwe na but omutimi de I know it's synchrofo kase because of NTM farmer but because of affordability test no almost obia sabi na dwuma na so na didi so na rent so pepepe no obe qualify say obenya fee waiver no enti time I was all no say September or July I obetimi aye ni sisia because normally take about 1 month 2 months no when your decision although say we are not a part time wasetena no be hu still we are covered under the immigration rules because a more extension of leave automatically until say obenya decision.
Uncle Ben, yeah, that's it. Say, me last caller wa ha na ye nyamre ne mfa ma ye last note. And momfa nche for say because of technical issues no ye nyamre. Hello, caller. Mpacho number end with 0273. My yente wonka.
Hello, good morning, Manye T.
Good morning.
Uncle Ben, me ma watching anope so.
Video so hene, that's say.
Pache nyamiado. Pache Uncle Ben wo question ba kumbi me pese bibisa. The question is say minua bema ba kun eye aware EU aware bi. Now that was way back June last year. But if you can see for say omokrokro mu a say bi dum pempen so a last month and omoka say gise nipa no ebeye interview. This year interview no so nipa na ye wi. But this year 1 month etwem. Wanti omonka say omode be ma no say emfa ma no na je say api bi kura na obeye a eno so aye no. This year wanti omonka. na me say 6 weeks into after 6 weeks na still nipa na ntie esimfo nka eno so anamon be na wasu utufa ho because afi ba akoni eno mokura ade mu a omo nso enkyere se ebi nipa no ade se ntie mfama bon I say hanasa nti minim anamon a minua no wasu utu nti se bi obetumi ama me ho adwen kakra odaroma.
I mean, first of all, but finally, for the past few weeks, so explaining my telephone numbers, the email numbers, and a processor, ubeti media first so chase for EU SS. So important, who said so we application call EU SS for na echene maya. Your form be online. Your friend EU Settlement Resolution Center. Questions and our questionnaire. O fill our form now. Now the reference number sheswa. Now mamu emailer. Obeti omonka. Omo what telephone so ho as 300330. My name number I can last me the torso. Minya me the bemao. And also bet me afre. Apart from that, omo complaints section bet me aye complaints. And also bet me aye complain. Number no na yede ato 0300 123 7379 0300 123 73. O friend number na. But because number no sometimes I so engaged bet me use online forms to call EU Settlement Resolution Center forms. What I can say EU Settlement Resolution Center forms. Ebe yama. Now, ofele obehu topics no. Ofele say after application. Na fele. Na fa kase my application mente monka. Na me pese mo expedite sa me process no. With me aye. On my email back. Meaning, so for the past few weeks, almost shut down and respond. But eventually, I'm respond. Take it normally within 5 to 10 days, and also in your response. But it be it me a check. I know I hear a complaint. For some of complaint section, email or and also the better so say the better so. Finally, ubet me a draw omo lawyers and I catch say. I did not check into the Omoko court. No, I can. Pre-action protocol. Watch raw Omokasano. Opesa we pre-action protocol. Omoa our form online into Home Office JR pre-action protocol forms. Ubetimi use forms no. No, I saw the one near my ashim na afi why now the call. And there one more year then on the responder. That's the process. I'll be to me at the expedite case. Yeah. MANYE TENG, no.
You can pre-action protocol twice. Emma or more responding, so still no more decision until so more dear say application no any straightforward here. Yeah, the and omoka say nipano enquire interview no so na still no for good 1 year. That was June last year.
Pre-action protocol and ya grow into who can say man yam the mboko quarter. So when I was audio court. And he was say, why a pre-action? My respondo and one are here. Once all my respondo no. So when in Jadi or Macano, Fako court. Pre-action on yes, I was so more decision. Pre-action is a way I was so more respondo. To also why and twice. We and twice now when you're on because we a toothless bulldog. As a simple wow, what ya this so untimin carry back qua into usime over cockot and so untimin cockot. When you're careful, pre-action a yemfen near grosser. So why a back no mama response? Now I am near my response. Now when in Jemoa cockot. And this I now complaining. Now say complaining na yaw dequa. Inti ultimate cockot. So feel say among a mao the correct resolution. Why?
No, Matty, Uncle Ben. See, you're train near heading at me.
I'm so sanity. Okay.
Ubetwe no hwe nyame de no ane de chichi enre nyame nhyira so na enye yie onya mo response ntem why okay it's here for MCSC ano yen tune in any radio no article. I'm very sorry say mean to me I'm goodbye properly, but then our Facebook and the YouTube no is still streaming into no your best Uncle Ben na we my last no, but before he does that mesre mo GN radio dwumedi a ni BWF Solicitors for na ye ni omoto nsa edi sa dwumedi na BWF Solicitors mo hwehwe omo ekira akwan a omo 214 to 218 High Road, Seven Sisters. Na omo postcode no in case na we here anasa utro mo anasa call no ma N15, that is N15 4NP. And we back on November 15 for November Papa. And you know that's the latest womb. Na Mr. Mojisa no me we na from on a booking appointment with them. 0208 493 7340. Sa trosa na me here pa 0208 493 7340. Na near woman is say nyame ya adomu a ochina Saturday se ne amonim no de bia ya dwen community ne ho yenim se community ne hia such education se ne be ya yenso beto anamopa na ye nneoma ayeye amaye nneoma nkitinkiti bi kra ka ho asa nimdie no nya na de show kotoko mu a eye enti the community and the law no baso nyame ya adoma ochina 4 to 6 2 solid hours a ebenya sa mre ya na ye de apensensem sem musi ya enti make a date with them mombo dia na muntune mu hu notification ne pe na ma share na ma chese ma join ye na aye fefefe de bia ya na mesre ka se ya na mo be hwe wo Facebook ni YouTube no momfa nche me se embia mentumi acknowledge mo enye boapayo mesre mo ne mo be hu se ne aye technical issues ne ye we are trying something new enti ama me nya kwan an hwe so ambobo mudin enti mesre mo amuba so nyina meda mo nyina se mo ya de mo amuhye nyina mo nyina nso mo ya de nyame enhyira mo mambo udin afache me why nyame enhyira mo ochina nyame ya adoma mo be ka ye ho na ye di dwuma fefefe se ya enti Uncle Ben say yemre no eko ewie ene kwata kra de na ye mfa nhye nkotoku mo ansa na ye de ato anamo na wotwe mo
Manye T, first of all, me da was say, Big Joe, you know, I'm saying, technicals, you know, quite anymore, no, but kono, you 2 steps by 10, you begin for 1 second. Ubianya, when you have you build this system in such a way, sir, send social media, abaye the in thing, no, ubetimi, a recorder to what that be also be tibino, namwetimi, mohuntina. We've invested so much money in technology, technicals, cameras in the studio, nebibia, enti yadamase. Ahanso yada atiefo so ase se monya ho abehwe sebe yeso na mama anka sebe agrono nso enti but ne nyina mu no ayemo hodo ene mo ho abotre enti na anopa yesore eba yetro articles yetro a short text sana de educate sana baya misinformation ne ebia nra mama bi ba me office ho the case bi odi akoma lawyer no kushia lawyer no McDonald's sisi ayese lawyer na wu lawyer no ni office oni hwe McDonald's na ya ni office sana baya obi enko hye sa na emanim. And we are proud to say since it started at the 1999 I radio no Ghana for first and also me na ko Ghana ni lawyer ho obeko Asia ne brofo kra na nye kama kra na o se sia ye nte sa de ne bio ko within the community ne nya lawyers bebrea obia etwa kama ye koso support the community no. The final word on Zambrano because mo frɛ ye no and intina ye the topic no Zambrano no opesa wo ya is up to you but just home officer kasa wo ya omonye decision omo de beto ho ubisa me a meka se twen na court of appeal no mo send lose me sure some be lose me almost 100% sure says our case no be lose our court of appeal omo lose now omo set rules no now omo mamo 6 weeks now me see omo nya no even 6 months cry not 6 weeks now mo am 2.5 now mo person mo court indefinite now, my British child for 5 years. Just remember, saying you'll be over 2.5 and obey me. I was say, what shall about your British child? What qualified as Zambrano? And yes, dear Sue or passport to case of son, say, whom he has a dear Sue passport to. But say, what shall about your British child? Now, within the definition of Zambrano, who qualify, no, I should for 5 years, and I will be indefinite. But I'm non sewing a abotre. Minim the entire America say abotre no. Ko wan hwe na bibi kosesa o court of appeal. Na e ka say wo se uye ni se. Na wo de na koto ho dada. Na wo be da asesa no. The only thing I met me aka say the final decision no ye wo decision. But ye ba say ye be church anyimem say na be ya ye nyina no. Any Ghana for lawyers say wo ha nyina no. Mo ya de boa community no. Ye nyina say na be ya amabrabo no. E be koyie. Know your right. Na mum bibi to chewa watimi akọ lawyer ho na obekọ no na nya se wasem no but achia na mbui na oboawa atimi aye easy ama munyina tinyame adoma echina yebesan hia mo e wo studio ha manyeti etiefo eda munyina ase nyame hwe ye nyina
Muamuti me no say yemre na ayebe into the besori akọ ochna make a date with that mesre mo mehwe ye ewo BWF Solicitors for website ne so any Facebook any YouTube ne so na yensuensia nyoma say ya nti no me producers ene mobile so nyame nhira mo maya de nti no madam asiti for man te menke bi ma ene me mamo very good morning and bye bye same time next week.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare e wo mranse mu. Nse ye legal service. Bit is family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian custom, any family law. Wo BWF ye solicitors e de nigie e ne twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Ye partner penimpa Bennard aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi ti se child care eye abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twuma mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nimnia wo famu eweni ya wo brei mu enunti ne yeto ye mbo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pa mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm ena memene danso eye appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Ye wo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP.